Happy Monday, guys. Welcome in here to Wager Talk TV. This is a free NHL play, Blue Jackets and Red Wings. Of course, I'm Andrew McInnis. And guys, if you like all these videos we are doing, please hit the like button, comment what you're betting tonight, and make sure you subscribe to our channel for 7 days of all sports action. Use the promo code 7PASS. Get 7 days for $69. Guys, I'm looking at the under tonight, Blue Jackets and Red Wings here. And I know some people might say, well, these two teams don't play the best defensive hockey. Why do you like the under here? Well, I look at the starters here. We've got Ville Husso and Spencer Martin. I think Husso, a proven guy, and Spencer Martin happy to be in a new home here with the Blue Jackets. Two goaltenders that I think can definitely steal the show. But when you look at these offenses, you know, the Red Wings putting up goals on the Lightning, they got an opportunity against a backup goaltender, really a third-string goaltender, really took advantage of that spot. And then you look at the first game the Red Wings played of their year was against the New Jersey Devils. And the Devils are a very talented team, going to be one of the highest scoring teams in the East. And looking at the Blue Jackets, well, they're coming off a big win where they scored 5 goals against the Rangers, catching the Rangers in a really tough spot. And really, Boone Jenner with the hat trick, something I don't really see happening very often. And of course, the first game shocked us all where the Philadelphia Flyers put up 4 goals and they defeated the Jackets 4-2. But when I read the quotes, when I look at these players on both rosters, I see a lot of two-way hockey players, defensive forwards, not just these defensemen on the blue line. A lot of these forwards I see as being very responsible defensively. And looking at the coaching tactics, I see early on, these coaches do not want to get dragged in to a shootout where they're trading goals after goal after goal, and every game finishing with 7 or 8 goals total. This to me seems like a pretty good spot for things to settle down. Two teams that are definitely below average, I'd say. The Red Wings are trying to make that extra push right now, and the Blue Jackets are certainly growing and building. But both these teams have played pretty solid teams so far, at least one of their games. You know, of course, the Jackets had that game against the Philadelphia Flyers. But when I look at this matchup, I think things finally settle down defensively. You go down the roster for the Blue Jackets especially, you look at a lot of physical players, a lot of big players that will make things very difficult for the Red Wings to jump into the offensive zone and make big plays. I found that looking at this Red Wings team in their last game against the Tampa Bay Lightning, there wasn't enough physical hockey. You know, they didn't really do a good enough job stopping Tampa, but I feel like they're capable of it against a team like the Blue Jackets. One thing about Tampa, they have lots of depth, and one thing about the Blue Jackets, they don't have that much depth. So if each team can narrow in on the few stars that each they have, I feel like we could definitely see an under here. And seeing 6.5 as the total here, in my opinion, is more so just about the poor defense that both teams play and not really the great offense. And I still think that both teams are looking for their first defensive effort of the year. I think tonight is that night, and we'll start things off on a Monday with an under 6.5, guys. I'm not saying this is going to be a 1-0 game by any means, but I think with this 6.5, these are two teams that are bound for their first defensive game of the season. So let's look for Husso and Martin to shut things down. Those are the likely goaltenders for tonight. And so let's see a defensive effort from both the Blue Jackets and the Red Wings. I'll take under 6.5 Red Wings, Blue Jackets Monday night, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Best of luck.